Bobby, go ahead.
Would you bow your heads with me? Dear Lord, as we come before you, we're thankful for this day and your many blessings, and thankful, God, that you are the Lord of lords, and you hear our prayers even before we ask. You know what we stand in need of. We ask you just now your blessings upon this meeting, that anything that we say and do that we'll do that is pleasing to you. We ask, dear Lord, that the many that are family members that are sick and afflicted, dear Lord, that you'd reach down and touch them. We want to remember the Chris Harris family and his son. Thank you for all the things that you've done so far in his life, dear Lord, and we ask you to continue blessing him. We ask you, Lord, that all the people in Pike County, that you would just put your loving arms around us or around them and hug them, dear God, and bring them in close to you, and that everything that we do, that we'll do it in according to thy will. We ask all this in the name of Jesus Christ and for his sake, and amen.
Amen. The meeting will come to order. Roll call, please.
Judge Diskins?
Here.
Magistrate Anderson? Here. Magistrate Compton?
Here.
Magistrate Murphy? Here. Magistrate Robinson? Here. Magistrate Dodson?
Here.
Magistrate Varney?
Here.
All right. Leo, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Approval of minutes of October 31st, 2018. For approval and discussion.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson?
Yes.
Magistrate Compton?
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy?
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson? Magistrate Dodson?
Yes.
Magistrate Varney?
Yes.
Judge Diskins?
Yes. Approval of amendments for the Pike TV bypass bylaws, operating policies, and sponsorship policy. Governor Patton, will you come to the podium?
Thank you all for allowing me to talk to you a little bit this morning, particularly about Pike TV. About 8 years ago, this court and the city of Pikeville established Pike TV as a government access channel. It's not a public access channel, it's a government access channel, so that the governments of Pike County can inform the citizens better about things that are going on and what you all are doing. So it is created under the auspices of the city and the county. So there are the 800-pound gorillas here. The bylaws and the operating procedures was approved by the city and the county when the TV started, and we've looked at them and we've made some recommended changes that we'd like you to consider. Most of the changes, if you reviewed that document, the red is the new language that's added, the stuff that's struck through is things that's taken out. Most of it is housekeeping. There are 2 or 3 significant changes in it. One, we currently meet on the second Tuesday, and that doesn't give us enough time to have our financials, bills paid and financial report for the board to consider. So we want to move that meeting to the 4th Tuesday. That's the major change and the reason that we're particularly going on. There's a couple of other changes that validates what we're doing. In addition to the city and the county, the University of Pikeville and the Methodist Hospital, the Pikeville Medical Center, are also what we call stakeholders. They're financiers and have members on the board of directors that operates the channel. We also have a relationship with Breaks Park and the SOAR program here in Pikeville to air some of their program for a reduced fee. They're not a stakeholder. They don't have stuff on the board, but we're going to validate that agreement. And we do some work for Gary Johnson's law firm that's not broadcast, it's just videoing for them. So those are the major changes. I'd be glad to answer any other questions that you have. But while you're looking at that, let me invite each of you all, since I believe all of the members of the court are going out of office here in a month or two, if you want to have a program about what you've done during these 4 or 8 years, whatever how long you've been on the court, feel free to do that. Get in touch with Ronnie Hilton, the channel manager of the program. I think Jenny knows how to get in touch with him. And if you want a 15-minute program, if you want to sit down and talk about a park you've got, a bridge that you've done, this program, this channel is to portray the message that you want to portray to the people of Pike County. It's not a news program. We're not going to allow anything that is critical of any of the stakeholders to be put on this program, but we're going to allow the positive stuff, the things that you all are doing that you know about, and maybe you assume that the people of Pike County know about them. But the fact of the matter is, I managed to watch this court meeting every once in a while, and there's lots of stuff that's going on here with the fiscal court that I wouldn't know about if I wasn't watching this channel. It's not covered on the radio stations. It's not covered on the newspapers. It's positive stuff that you all do every meeting. So again, let me extend to you all, if you want, just get in touch with us and we'll sit down and we'll put on every kind of an interview program, or we'll go out and photograph a bridge or a park or whatever that you want done. So with that, are there any questions about the particular issue that I've brought before you?
Well, I think we need to approve it. It'll be a good job.
Governor, I think it's a good issue that y'all have, and Ronnie Hilton, I'm glad to see him come back to work with you guys. He does a fantastic job, and I enjoy looking at some of his pictures that he takes out in the county, and I guess he's probably one of the best that they have around, and he's doing you a good job, and he has done a few of the little programs that we've had over in the county, like opening up our boat ramps and our trails and things. And
cleaning the tug up. I've seen that program, cleaning up the river there every spring.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's a good program. We need to keep it going and let the people know a little bit of positive stuff. The newspapers, they always doing negatives on the court, and you know, you've been here and you know how it is when you deal with it.
That's
part of life.
life.
That's part of life. And you know, before you sit down and I quit, I just want to thank you for the opportunity you gave me 31, almost 32 years ago.
We've been around a long time, ain't we?
Yeah, to work for the county, and the people have been good to me, and the Lord has blessed me so much. So I'm enjoying, looking forward to leaving in January, and I hope this new administration will be able to carry on and do good for the county. And I just want to say that, you know, we've had some good times, and we've seen some things that we've been able to do, and we can drive through the county, and things that you've been able to create when you was a governor. And I don't know if you ever got an opportunity to look at some of them or not, but, you know, I just want to say I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, Governor, let me just echo some of the things that Hillman said too. I thank you for being the person that you are. You've been a good community person in Pike County. You've been a good leader in Pike County. You've been a good leader for the state of Kentucky. And I just appreciate everything that you stand for and everything that you've done. And I just want to let you know that.
Well, the people of Pike County made me what I am, and I've tried to pay them back best I could.
You've done a great job.
But the governor, I've known you for a long time, and you have done a unreasonable job for the county and the state. And I have to say I wish we had another one from Pike County that done as well as you did. So I thank you for what you've done.
Well, I've been honored to serve. Thank you all.
All right. Well, I tell you what, I need a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Paul, thank you for coming.
All righty.
All right. Adoption of a resolution designing the bridge BO 99 at the intersection of Kentucky 611 and Kentucky 195 at Lookout in honor of Bobby Wayne Little. Kyle, will you please read the resolution?
Resolution of the Pike County Fiscal Court, designated bridge B099 at the intersection of Kentucky 611 and Kentucky 195 at Lookout in honor of Bobby Wayne Little. Whereas Bobby Wayne Little was born on July 26, 1933 at Lookout, Kentucky, the son of Oscar and Eve Rowe Little, and passed away on August 15, 2018. And whereas Bobby Wayne Little was reared and educated in the Lookout area, Pike County, and whereas Bobby Wayne Little was employed from 1951 to 1953 by Allied Chemical and Dye Corporation as a brakeman at Lookout, and whereas Bobby Wayne Little at the very young age of 20 had the desire to serve his country, leaving a very reliable job to volunteer, and was inducted into the United States Army Field Artillery in 1953, serving in Korea until 1955, and whereas after proudly serving his country, Bobby Wayne Little settled in Michigan to work and send money to his mom and dad in Pike County who were in need. And whereas Bobby Wayne Little returned to Lookout in 1957, where he married Maxine Gunnels Little, and the couple had one daughter, Bobby Carol Little Thornsberry. And whereas the couple resided at Lookout for 61 years beside the land upon which Bridge B099 was constructed, and whereas Bobby Wayne Little was a hard-working mechanic employed by several different coal companies in the Lookout area, including William Bill Deskins, and whereas Bobby Wayne Little retired at age 62, and having a passion for serving the Lord and helping the people in his community, he became an active member of the Poor Bottom Free Will Baptist Church, Elkhorn City, DAV, Chapter 140, Thomas Cecil Lodge, Order of Eastern Star, Shriners, and helped establish the Lookout Volunteer Fire Department, where he served as a volunteer fireman. And whereas Bobby Wayne Little is remembered for his many acts of civic duty and church work, charity benefits, feeding the poor, and kindness to the people of his community. He was a strong-minded man who got things done, a good husband, father, provider, and neighbor. Now, therefore, be it hereby resolved that the Pike County Fiscal Court, in recognition of the contributions made by Bobby Wayne Little to his county, his state, and his country, shall designate a bridge, B099, at the intersection of Kentucky 611 and Kentucky 195 at Lookout as the Bobby Wayne Little Bridge, in witness whereof we have hereunto set our hand this the 20th day of November, 2018.
Thank you. I need a motion to adopt.
Second.
I got one.
Someone make a
Second.
motion?
They already did.
We got it.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy. Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes. Putting a bid, Pam.
Hey, Judge, I'm going to do the bids. We've got two bids. Bid number 35 for 7 new 2019 leased tandem triaxle dump trucks. We received one bid from Worldwide Equipment of Prestonsburg. The total price per truck is $142,922. The total price for 7 trucks would be $1,454,000. Delivery within 5 days or less, and my recommendation would be award the bid for 7 new 2019 leased tandem triaxle dump trucks to Worldwide Equipment. Total bid price $1,454,000. The second bid is bid number 36 for 2018. It's for 3 new 2019 leased roll-off transfer trucks. Received 1 bid from Worldwide Equipment of Prestonsburg. The total price per truck is $154,760. The total price for 3 trucks would be $464,280. Delivery within 5 days or less. And my recommendation would be award the bid for the 3 new 2019 leased roll-off transfer trucks to Worldwide Equipment with the total bid price of $464,280.
Need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson,
Yes.
Magistrate Compton,
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy,
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson, Magistrate Dodson,
Yes.
Magistrate Varney,
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes.
Hey, Judge, I also have another bid. It was a bid that Summit had prepared, but I'm going to present it for them. It's for the liner repair that was damaged back in February with that slide. FEMA has approved it. We've received 2 bids. The first bid is from Environmental Construction. Contract 1 price is $142,060. That would be for the spot that the slide actually damaged. And contract 2 is for $7,280, and that's for repairs to some other spots along the liner not related to the flood that Solid Waste wants to get fixed while they were there. The second bidder is Chesapeake Containment Systems Incorporated. Contract 1 price, $106,940. Contract 2 price, $47,760. And Summit's recommendation and my recommendation would be to award contract 1, which would be for the slide repair that FEMA is going to reimburse us back for $106,940 to Chesapeake Containment System, and to reject contract 2 and not award.
I need a motion.
Just a minute,
Oh.
just a minute. How much money is FEMA gonna pay?
FEMA is going to pay the project of $106,940 less the county's 13% local cost.
Okay.
So we're just going with contract 1, and contract 2 we're not even considering.
Contract 2, we are rejecting. Contract 1, we are awarding to Chesapeake Containment Systems for $106,940, which is what FEMA approved for that project.
But it will cost us 13% of that.
Yeah, any FEMA project, we have a 13%
okay.
local cost share.
That'd be about 14,000.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's reasonable, yeah.
We had initially bid this out about a month ago, and we had 1 bidder. The price came in at $209,000. So we rejected those bids and put it back out for a rebid and got another bidder. And we actually submitted these to FEMA and got the amounts approved, so.
We need a motion to approve.
A motion to award contract 1 to Chesapeake Containment Systems for $106,940 and to reject contract 2.
I make a motion to that effect.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes. Magistrate's road work. I need a motion to accept magistrate's road work.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes. Magistrate's comments. Anderson?
I don't have any, Judge.
None.
I don't have any either, Judge.
You have any?
No.
Okay. Leo? Hillman?
Yeah, I got a few. I want to thank all the magistrates and the commissioners and all of them that got together and came over and done some blacktop work this last couple of weeks. Looked like we wasn't going to get anything done, and I don't know how all this come about, but the last court meeting we had, we agreed to go ahead and do the work in-house. And the boys have done a tremendous job. Ken, if you've got a good crew over there, and all the rest of y'all got good crews, but Ralph Blankenship has came over and helped run the paver, and my crew and all the other crews put together. You know, they done a tremendous job, and I hope the next administration can see that we can do this work ourselves and not depend on Mountain Enterprise and wait till the last minute and tell you they can't do it, and then the weather gets bad and you got to come in and do what you can do. But they've done a tremendous job with what we had, and all the Macs that's been sent over there hauling the blacktop has really come through. They've done the pound a mill job over there and done a real good job with it. But I just want to take time out and thank all the court and the administration for what they've done for my district, and I hope that we can go on and do all the other work. I understand that several of y'all already got it done. Is that right? Done laid the blacktop you're supposed to have. So I think Jeff needs some, Bob needs some, and my men and my equipment's available for any time y'all need it. But I just wanted to take that time out and say that I appreciate what y'all have done, and I just want to take a minute out and say that I know we're going into our last few meetings that we'll have in the next month, and I appreciate what we've been able to accomplish in the time we've been here. It's not always been what people want, but we've tried. And I want to thank the people for the 25 years I've been able to be on this court. And I'm looking forward to retiring and enjoying some time with my family and doing some things that I need to do. But I hope we can have a smooth transition with the new administration and welcome them in and show them what we know that needs to be done, and hope they can come in and do some of the things that we've been working on and finish them up. But I'm looking forward to it, and I just want to say that I thank the people and I thank God for the opportunity He gave me to serve Pike County as a public servant. And you know, anybody that comes in, get ready to get criticized, because there's no way that you're going to be able to satisfy everybody. But the best thing you can do is do the best you can and be able to sleep at night and making good decisions. And I hope this new administration will keep our employees going. They've got a lot of good jobs they've been doing, and we've got a bunch of good employees, and they just need to listen to them and take their advice, because they can show them things that they need to know. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Bobby?
Yeah, Judge, just a few comments on the weather and everything that's been going on. This is one of the wettest falls that I remember on record, probably, and that has really affected their ability to do some asphalting stuff. We've done a lot of pothole patching, but in my district we haven't got to the asphalting yet. You know, I can't go anywhere without saying anything and singing some praise of their senior citizens. And Diane, I think you're doing a great job as the director of the senior citizen program, and it shows up in every one of them that I go to. Again, Jimmy Dale and his pride group and picking up the litter, we got to just keep on doing that and keep on working at it, and I've dedicated myself to do that myself. So that's about all I've got, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Treasurer's business. Frankie?
Authorize any necessary transfers and interfund transfers to pay the bills, payroll, health, life, and dental insurance.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson,
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Acknowledge receipt of the transfers and interfund transfers previously approved for September 18th, 2018. These are the line item transfers I made before the September financial statement to DLG.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy. Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Authorize payment of the expenditure approval list dated November 19th, 2018, and any other utility and telephone bills received before checks are run. And we're going to run accounts payable tomorrow and hopefully get them out in the mail before Thanksgiving.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Acknowledge receipt of the treasurer's financial statement for the year ending June 30th, 2017, that I had revised and resubmitted to DLG. This is for the 2016-2017 year. I electronically submitted that to DLG to let them look over it to see if they want to make any changes, but this will be the corrected financial statements for the 16-17 fiscal year.
You've already submitted those, you say, to them?
Yes.
That's this right here, Frankie.
It's the one that says through June 30, 2017.
That's it, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Acknowledge receipt of the treasurer's monthly financial statement through October 31st, 2018.
Motion to acknowledge.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Acknowledge receipt of the sheriff and the clerk's 2550 report for October 2018.
Motion to acknowledge.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Authorize a check to Jimmy Kaiser in the amount of $4,000 for lodging and expenses to take the trucks back to auction in Montgomery, Alabama. And they're going to take those back next Monday, the 26th. They have to be down there by the 27th.
Cutting it close, Jim. Motion.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Authorize payments to the election workers, polling places, and election commissioners for the November 2018 election. We got those invoices from the clerk's office, and we just need approval to pay.
Motion to pay.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Authorize a check in the amount of $291,546.80 to Worldwide Equipment for the 20% down payment on the lease agreement with CAECO for the 10 Mack dump trucks.
Motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Diskins.
Yes.
Authorize Authorize checks for lodging, registration, and expenses for Bobby Mullins to attend the 2018 SWAC Winter Conference held December 5th through the 7th in Richmond, Kentucky.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes.
And finally, authorize checks for lodging, registration, and expenses for anyone who wishes to attend the 2018 newly elected officials training held December 12th through the 14th in Louisville, Kentucky.
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Compton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney.
Yes.
Judge Deskins.
Yes.
That's all I have, Judge.
Hey, Frank, have we heard anything from the airport board, by any chance? Never did hear you.
All right. We need to go into executive session.
About the RCC Big Show, we ever get any more money from them?
We'll talk about that in executive session.
The vehicle?
Yeah.
What's the airport board, what do they owe us, or what do you have? It's 300 and some thousand?
390.
391, and I don't remember the exact amount.
An RCC Big Show, what do they, and plus the interest, what is theirs? 800 or 900?
Because the interest compounds monthly, I think is the way the clause in that contract reads.
It goes, about 800,000.
Okay. They've paid us back 100,000 so far.
Anybody got any suggestions or ideas what we?
I think we need to go ahead and file suit myself.
Well, now, where are you gonna file suit? That's what now, where would it be file suit? Now, we don't get any of that money back.
Right.
No, but it goes into the fund. They've lied to us so many times. I don't believe you'll ever.
But they're still viable. And, they're not under yet. We have a chance of collecting it. I think how we'll verify it, we have to file suit in federal court. Now, it's not like filing suit in Pike Circuit Court, Pike District Court. When you file suit in federal court, then you dance to their music. And their music's not real good. I mean, you have to go along with all the things about depositions and what have you, and I think we would have to hire an outside attorney to do that. I don't know whether the Pike County attorney's budget would allow the Pike County
I put no on everything, yeah.
to dedicate themselves to probably 6 months of constant litigation.
So county attorney can't file it?
Well, you can file it, but that's not it. When you file suit in federal court, they put you on certain deadlines that's got to be met, depositions in, papers in, this, and you just don't go up there and say, Judge, we can't meet that. You got to dedicate an attorney for that, and that attorney has to be paid.
Well, what I would suggest, I mean, normally I would make these, I'd have this discussion back with you all in executive session. However, what I would say is that Mr. Hall has drafted the complaint. I have not seen the contract, nor do I have all the information Mr. Hall has. However, my experience, we can file it here in state court, and only if they file the motion to remove, and they have to jump through certain hoops to get there.
And during that time, there will be an attorney dedicated to it.
Well, I mean, we would have to file, if it's removed to federal court, there are certain scheduling deadlines, no different than we have here. However, what I will say is that in federal court, you have judges that are appointed for life, and they have their own way of doing things. If they say jump, you jump when they say, and there's not a whole lot of leeway.
And schedule's not, I mean, you don't know whether you're gonna be here, you're gonna be in Lexington, gonna be in London, or what have you.
Well, wherever the judge, well, I mean, you'd file it in the Eastern District. Whether or not the judge has you appear in Pike County or appear in one of the other federal courthouses, I can't speak to that. I don't know where they would have us show up. But that's not to say that we wouldn't be litigating it here in Pike County. I don't know. I would tend to think that since Big Shoal is their primary, the majority of the contract negotiations, I would assume, have happened here in Pike County, as well as the majority of the people that have information regarding this. I would tend to think that the judge would want to keep it in Pike County at best, at worst in Eastern Kentucky, because of the cost of having people travel to and from for depositions or court appearances.
For civil cases, in Pike District.
That's correct, but I don't see it going anywhere outside the Eastern District, is what I'm saying.
Could that be Lexington or?
Could be as far as Lexington or London, yes.
Would Frankfurt have any attorneys? I mean, is there anybody down there? I mean, yeah, would they pitch in, and, I mean, is that something that they would? Well, the reason I'm asking, I know the money's gonna go back into.
Well, it's technically it's their money, but we were the ones that did it, so.
Right.
Without looking at the statute, I would tend to think that we would do it. That's not to say they wouldn't pitch in and help out.
Right.
I can't answer that question at this moment.
Okay. It's an awful lot of money. And then what, can you give, hey Frankie, can you check on the airport board stuff too? Maybe give us an update the next meeting.
What about the other, there's another person that oversees it.
The 911 board,
911, yeah.
haven't worked out the exact dollar amount, but the person there that's coming as well.
Okay.
Well, how close is it, 100 and some thousand?
That's just like a rough estimate. Basically about in that ballpark.
Okay, that's it. Thanks.
All right, any more comments? All right, I make a motion that we go into executive session to discuss personnel and possible litigation. Bobby Varney, will you please read the KRS?
Yes, sir, Judge. And KRS 61.810, paragraph C, discussion of proposed or pending litigation, and paragraph F, discussion of Pacific personnel. You made the motion, I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson.
Yes.
Magistrate Kempton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy. Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney. Judge Daskins.
Yes. We will be in recess for a few minutes. The court meeting will resume. Justin, will you give them my recommendations?
Yes, Judge. The following items are up for approval. It is approval to lay off Anthony Stanley effective 12/1/18, and approval to hire Brianna Williams as cashier at the solid waste office at a 3H rate of pay. That is all.
Need a motion.
Motion.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson. Magistrate Kempton.
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy.
Yes.
Magistrate Robinson. Magistrate Dodson.
Yes.
Magistrate Varney. Judge Daskins.
Yes.
That's good.
All right. Public comment. Mike May.
Howdy, everybody. Did you miss me?
Where you been?
I want to start out today telling about secondhand blessing over at the Red Robin buildings that me and my wife have there every Saturday, 10 to 3. clothes or some household goods, whatever. It's all free. And she had been working for the last few evenings. She's going to have some Christmas stuff out, you know, decorations and such for giveaway this Saturday. Well, Bob, I'm glad you're not running off today, because some of the stuff I got to talk about. But, you know, you don't only run from me, but people get a hold of me to try to talk to you. You know, why do, you know, you say, I know a lot of you get aggravated because they call Mike May. But all I try to do is intervene to try to get, you know, something out there to talk about. Well, I had sent Jeannie some pictures through email, and she must be on vacation. I didn't know that. But, you know, Bobby, over there at the park at South Williamson, there's water. Surely you're aware of it. It's been that way for some time. Water stands there, you know, and maybe later on the next meeting or something, but the drainage, I mean, it's simple drainage problem. And, you know, I sort of laughingly said, well, maybe since y'all shut the pools down, you maybe had a little kiddie pool there for them. But are you aware of that the water does stand there? Mm-hmm. Oh, I think it needs to be taken care of, but there have been people that have contacted me, and I took the pictures of that. Maybe later on, well, you can go see for yourself. And then there was a picture I'd had of a drain pipe at Pico Holler that was, it is all but filled up on the outlet side. With about that, I was contacted a little while back and said, well, you need to come take a picture of that. Well, here in the last few weeks I did, but now I would rather, I guess I should have went ahead and had mine made to where I could have showed them, but I just emailed them to Jeannie and hoped she'd, you know, would pass them out. And then there was another couple of pictures I had sent of water on the road at Pinson Fork Road, better known to us as Octavia Holler. And it's not an exception, it's the norm of the roads around Pike County. And I know here a month or so ago, Herbie was even bragging on the condition of the road. Well, you know, Herbie, I'd invite you, I will take you and show you some places. But we still got potholes. Now, if we're doing any hard topping, hey, great. But, you know, we've still got potholes that ain't been patched. If at least put some gravel in them. I mean, if nothing else, until you can get to it. You know, the blacktop, I know you hear that they're not putting out or whatever. And Belfry, Bobby, over at Belfry, Main Street, the gas company come through there. I guess you're aware of that also, and put some stuff. There's water standing through there, but it took up some of the road. Actually, Jackie Darrell a month or two ago had said that they, you know, the gas company is supposed to pay, and then, you know, your crew was going to take care of it, but I have not seen nothing. And, you know, there's some pictures of that where water just stands on the road. Plus, when they dug the thing there for the water lines, or the gas lines, I'm sorry, you know, but you lost some hardtop. And I think it's only right that outfit does, you know, pay for it and make it at least as good as it was. Have you anything on that, Bob?
I know that.
Okay, but are you going to pursue maybe trying to get them to? The last I had heard from Jackie Darrell, he had said they had promised they would pay if your crew would do it, and that would be great. You know, you guys ain't got much time left, and if we could get, you know, whatever you can, there's still 7, 8 weeks up to the 7th of January. But guys, you know, try to get there and do what we can with what time we got left. And I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you.
Mike, I'm glad to see you here today, and I hope that you'll be coming on the next year, you know, to show them things that need to be done. And,
Well,
you know, we've got a bad situation, not only with the county roads, but the state roads, all the rain we've been having. You know, we had a lady get killed over on Hardy Mountain there here the other day, the other night.
Yeah, and the state road, yes, there is.
I was on the state road, you know, but, you know, I don't know what caused the accident, but we've had several people get killed out there in that one area there. And you know, it'd be good if we could get the state to maybe widen that mountain there a little bit. And,
Yes, there's
make
a lot.
a passing lane.
But hey, I talked to the state too, which I have to say, Joe Stanley,
Yeah.
buddy, he's always been something that is really having a bad, you know, and I've talked to him, buddy, he gets on it, there at Stone, there, the upper end of Stone was having a terrible problem. But it was one of the deals at the drains, but they finally here the last couple of months, they got in there and straightened it up. But whenever you come down the road and you have to go through water or, you know, you come up on it, but yes, the state needs, you know, ditching. As simple as ditching takes care of a lot of that.
Well, see, that ditch was really too deep, probably. It was really deep when they came around that curve and turned over. But, you know, we probably got a opportunity to widen that out. They had it on the list one time, I believe, to make a passing lane for the coal trucks, you know, going up the hill.
We don't hardly have a problem with the coal trucks nowadays, though, do we? We did. It's picked up some, but...
Well, you know, back when the coal was booming good...
Definitely, yeah.
Cars had to follow the trucks all the way to the top of the hill, and they had talked one time they was going to have a little passing lane on the right side there, up there. And that would eliminate a lot of that problem if we could get somebody that had the money to do that from the state. But we've got problems all over, you know, and I hope you'll stay with it and keep going. And
Hillman, I plan to. I hope. I mean, and I hope to get some more people out here involved and you know, to bring things that need to be done to the next administration. I mean, yeah, there are going to be some tough things, as you know. Money is a big problem, no doubt, but you've got to start somewhere. But some of it would not cost us no more than the fuel for the equipment, especially when it comes to cleaning the creeks and the ditches and stuff.
Oh, we need to help the next administration when they come in and try to make it better for our county. I live here, and my kids live here, and my family lives here, and, you know, I want to see things happen good for Pike County.
Boy, Hillman, sincerely, I do. But we need to hold their feet to the fire, too. And when I see something, I will be here, you know, for what good it does me, but at least I put it out there and let the people know and, hey, feel a little bit better myself about blowing off.
Well, be good to them. You can get more flies with honey than you can vinegar.
Okay.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. I'm just giving you something to think about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little direct is what you're saying, but now, you know, actually, Hillman, a lot of mine has come and me getting pushed back, and then that makes me more, you know, but you're right. And really, we need to be more communication.
I believe you got a little bit mad at me for me and you having discussion, but I'm not mad.
Well, yes, I have to admit, yes, I was a little aggravated with you.
We'll get over it if time lets us go.
Okay, yes.
As long as the Lord will forgive us, I know we can forgive one another.
Well, yeah, but yeah, Hillman, I was a little aggravated with you. I guess you know that. But yeah, we'll be all right. And maybe one of these days, me and old Bobby there might, maybe. Now that's a little.
It could happen. If
don't hold your breath on that, Mike.
I won't. Okay.
All right.
It's better to go out laughing than it is being mad at one another.
Afternoon, everybody. Just coming to give you guys a little update about how it's going over at Teleworks there on Ford Mountain. I used to say that this was our busy time of year, but that's not true anymore. All year is our busy time of year now. We not really slowed down in the summer at all, and now our holiday season our hiring events for our holiday season, they're right here on us. So we're picking up. We're sitting at about 180 jobs right now since we opened the doors. Hope to be still at 200 by the end of the year. I have about 10 pending right now, just waiting on their first day. We're working with 2 new companies. I gave you guys a handout there. Still have all our other companies are still working with us. So we still have the higher level tech jobs, the Apple jobs with some of our partner companies. Still hiring at about 12 for training, then 13 after your training's done. We're going to have some entry level. That's what this new company is. So maybe someone's not as tech ready, or maybe the idea of doing tech support for Apple kind of scares them off a little bit. Those will actually be doing hotel reservations. So not as intensive, still on the computer, still dealing with people, but not necessarily tech work. This would be a great place for somebody to jump in if they are a little scared of the Apple support. This is more customer service, more reservations, dealing with customer issues, that kind of thing, with a major hotel chain. Hopefully we'll get the ability to announce that formally here really soon, but we're still ironing out everything with them. We have about 7 people working over there right now. I think our first one comes in about 7:30 or 8, and then I think we're seeing the last person out the door about 2:30 at night. So we're running long hours over there right now, but that's okay. As long as they can get to work, I think it's very much worth it. Recently we had a workshop that dealt with some Medicaid jobs. As you guys probably know, it's open enrollment for that, so they've been hiring here a little bit. They came in, said, we'll pay your entry-level people $13 an hour to do Medicaid member services, basically customer support for insurance companies. They liked our training so much and our class that a lot of those people, they were going to work during open enrollment for $13 an hour. They liked the class so much that about 60% of them got hired permanent at $15 an hour. So that's hopefully a job that we can keep going as we develop that relationship with a company called Broadpath. Hopefully we can get that permanent position kind of locked down some more. So that's a $15 an hour job starting out. So that's definitely a good one. Again, a little more intensive. HIPAA laws get involved with that. We do some training on that. Again, we do all our tech training with them as well because it's a remote position, even a webcam position in some instances. But 15 an hour is pretty good. We hope to pursue that job again, as well as some of our more entry-level $11 positions. Again, we're hoping to have 200 by the end of the year. That's just a little goal I set for myself, and I think we're going to hit it. If not in the works, they'll be working by January. I hope to have those 200 working for sure. Again, just working a lot of hours right now over there, and Paul's been helping me. They cleaned the parking lot the other day. That was very, very much needed. I appreciate that. County's been really good to us, supporting us. If we can just get the word out. I handed you guys out some cards. I have a bunch of cards. If you know anybody who definitely wants something, even if it's just for the holiday season, I have those kind of jobs available right now too. So if somebody needs some Christmas money or needs to pay off Christmas, they can come get those jobs as well. And if you guys have any questions, I'd be glad to field some of those.
Do you have any veterans going through your program?
Veterans? We record that information on our form when we come in, and I do have some that come through it. I've not set them aside as this is a group of veterans, but I do have some, yeah.
You know, there's a program now that if you company hires a vet,
Mm-hmm.
and it's due, they'll pay the employer
Mm-hmm.
the first 9 months. So are you familiar with that program?
I'm not familiar with it, no.
With the Veterans Administration, that's a good point there. I just heard about it the other day.
Okay. Any information, I'll look for some, and any information you have on that, I'd gladly pass along as well. So, yeah, that'd be great.
Billy, what did you say? You had 7 employees over there at the office?
Working right now, we have about 7 that are coming in and out.
How many you got out in the county altogether?
Well, I mean, we've hired about 180 altogether from the time we started. And we still, as of our last retention, we hold 70% of our workforce. So
is that Pike County or all the counties together?
That's anybody who's come through my door. So a lot of Pike County residents, but I do get some from Floyd County and some from even Mingo County as well. A few from even Letcher County, but it's mostly Pike County residents that come to this location.
I thank you, and I hope you can continue employing people.
I hope so,
people
too.
looking for work, and you're doing a good job over there with it, and we just appreciate you also.
We appreciate you all. Anybody else? Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right. Commissioners and directors' comments. All right. County Attorney's report.
I just have one thing. Last Thursday on the 15th, I was a constituent complaint form came in, and it was given to me on Friday the 16th. I'm not exactly sure who to address this to. It's marked Road Department, but for whatever reason, they gave it to me. Hope Thomas from Dials Branch over at Blackberry had contacted the county saying that they wanted to know if there's anything we could do about having their kids are standing out in the rain waiting on the school bus. And she had contacted the school board, and they said that it would be Pike County Fiscal Court's responsibility to build sheds for the school kids. I invited her to come and speak today. I was in Ms. Little's office when we called her, told her the process for getting down here. Unfortunately, I don't believe she came in today. But if she is out there and she is watching the program, you know, you're welcome to come in, and that's what the public comments are for, is to make the court aware of situations and put a face to the problems. So I encourage her or anybody else that has such a problem to come in and speak to the court.
Thank you.
That's the only thing I have to report.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Magistrate Anderson? Magistrate Compton?
Yes.
Magistrate Murphy? Yes. Magistrate Robinson? Magistrate Dodson? Do you? Magistrate Varney? Judge Deskins?
Yes.